Every day that you do not make this dish is a day that you missed out. And believe me, you want to make these eggs royale with homemade hollandaise, trout terrine, and trout caviar. My water is just simmering, and that's what you're looking for when you're poaching eggs, which is going to be the first part of this recipe we're working on. To that water, I'm add a little bit of vinegar. You could use lemon juice. You basically need a little bit of acidity in the water. So we've got our little cup, and what's going to happen is I'm going to crack the egg into the cup first, and then gently place it in the water. The whites are perfectly set and the yolk is still jiggly, which is what we want. So I'm going to keep it in some water with some of the others that I've made earlier. I can honestly tell you the easiest way to separate eggs is not to use like a bottle or the passing between the two shells. It's to use your fingers. To the egg yolks, we're going to go with some Dijon mustard, and that's going to help emulsify the sauce. And I like the flavor of Dijon, so I'm not going to do 1 teaspoon. I'm going for, that's like 2-ish. And then you need that acidity, and that's going to come from lemon juice. And you can add extra lemon juice at the end if you prefer a little more twang to your hollandaise. So you can see the mixture is lightened in color slightly, it's increased in volume, and it's kind of making ribbons as you whisk it. That's when you know you're ready for the butter. So I've got some salted butter, and I've melted it, and I'm slowly going to start pouring it in as I whisk. Just a little bit of cayenne pepper, not to burn anyone, just a little warm hum in the background. And now that's it. You get so much more character when you use a fork. You're going to pierce through the sides, and you're going to keep on going around, and then you open it up. So much more character, so much more texture, and it actually does end up having a little more of a toasty flavor because of those little scraggly little hills and peaks. When you wilt your spinach, very, very important, when you take it out the water, shock it by adding it to ice water. After about a minute, you want to wring out as much water as possible, and to do that, I highly recommend using a clean kitchen cloth. Doing it by hand, you just don't get enough water out of it, and you don't want to end up with a soggy English muffin. This is a special occasion dish, and every day is a reason for a special occasion dish. So go ahead and put some trout caviar on it. Is that yolk going to run?